I saw the news that the WNBA players had authorized a strike when necessary. So just to get you guys up to speed there, 93% of the players participated in the vote. So 93% of players in the WNBA. And how many is that? Could we do the math? I believe that there's 166 WNBA players times 0.93. Is that right? So 154 players voted and 3 players. So only 3 players voted no to the authorization of a strike, which means the rest of the players said, if things start getting crazy, go ahead, you guys. You guys can call a strike and we'll just see where things go.
That's not a random poll. That's the WNBA Players Association vote to authorize a strike.
They call me Logo Reese. Dang it. It's okay. I still go hard in the paint. Wide open, lady. Rebound. Y'all gonna pay us like y'all owe us. Y'all owe me 50 million. Oh, shit. 40. Uh-oh, rebound. I take 10 million. Thanks. I want that Kyrie money because I got Kyrie handles. The fuck? She holla. I heard y'all talking about going on strike if y'all don't get more money. I mean, yeah, if they don't pay us, we sitting. What was the WNBA profit last year? 0? Exactly. Come on, girl. He ain't worth it. But that has nothing to do with it. How dare you? Hey, chill. Hey, Kate. Hey. It's just rude.
Y'all only play 40 games.
Grow up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Unbelievable. Unacceptable. I'm gonna call the league on you. What's up, Karen? I mean, Caitlin? You do know that if we were to sit out, you won't be reffing any games, so you'll be basically unemployed. I don't give a fuck. You feel good about yourself? Hey, I tell you what, you're the only one that could demand higher pay. But we want equal pay. But do you got equal profit? I'm gonna get you fired.
Meaning the players just gave themselves permission to shut the league down if negotiations collapse. No games, no playoffs, no momentum, just silence. 98% is also the kind of number that makes you think the league is united. But here's the part nobody can stop staring at. 3 players voted no. 3.
And that's why this year's CBA is so very important. But I do wonder, with these 3 players that voted against the strike, if I were to guess, I would say that these 3 players were probably players who aren't big time players. Because if a strike or a lockout happens, it's going to hurt those middle tier and lower tier players more than it's going to hurt any of the stars. And any of the players who already have deals to play in Unrivaled, already have deals to play in Project B.
And it's not just the no votes. Some players reportedly didn't vote at all. That matters, because when you're about to threaten a shutdown, every missing vote is a crack in the wall. So now the internet is asking the question that changes everything. Was Caitlin Clark one of them? I can't confirm who voted what. The vote is private. But the reason people think it could be her is the real story.
And it looked like Caitlin Clark is in some serious hot water with WNBA players over this alleged not voting for this strike. Now, we've been thoroughly tracking this whole situation with WNBA owners and the CBA negotiation. News has been coming out every single day for the last 72 hours depicting a strike and a lockout is coming near the future. Now, they had 48 hours still to come up with a decision. I believe today could be the day where we find out what ultimately is going to happen, but there is growing concerns about Caitlin Clark being the person that held out on the lockout.
Because while the league is talking about pulling the plug, Caitlin Clark is basically the only person on record saying, maybe we should not kill the season. Rewind to Team USA camp. Caitlin gets asked about what players want, and she says it plain. Yes, we need to fight for things we want, but ultimately we need to compromise. We need to compromise, and we need to play basketball. Compromise. Play basketball. Now, smash cut to the strike vote.
And many people believe one of the 3 players that said no was Caitlin Clark, due to what Caitlin Clark said when she got interviewed at Team USA camp, where she said, yes, we need to fight for things we want, but ultimately, we need to compromise. We need to compromise, and we need to play basketball. That is what Caitlin Clark said. We need to play in some damn games, and we need the 2026 WNBA season to happen. That is what the fans want. That is what the people want. And that is how we make the money. We need to be playing basketball.
98% say we're ready to stop playing. Now let's be clear. Strike authorization is not the same as a strike, not yet. It's the button under the glass. And once you point at that button, you don't just scare owners, you scare fans. Here's the twist that makes this whole story feel unreal. While this labor fight is happening, Caitlyn's name is still moving product in what should be the quietest part of the year. An $85 Caitlyn Clark card box, sold out at Target. Mainstream sports guys debating whether to even open the box, because a sealed box might end up worth more. Think about that. A WNBA product being treated like an investment. And the way this was packaged wasn't normal either. The collection is loaded with Caitlyn content. Tons of Clark cards, lifestyle shots, autographs, rare inserts. Basically, the superstar treatment you usually only see when a sport has a clear engine driving attention. During the off-season. So while players are threatening to cancel a season, the loudest mainstream buzz is still, Caitlyn Clark sold out again. And that's where the strike conversation gets uncomfortable, because it exposes a truth the league is scared of. Momentum is fragile, and right now, the momentum has a face. Even players are saying the quiet part out loud. One player basically said, if you argue the WNBA would be where it is right now without Caitlyn Clark, you're not paying attention. That's not a fan. That's a player. Now let's get specific, because the numbers are where this turns dangerous. According to the reporting around these talks, the league has floated major changes. Big salary jumps. Max salaries potentially going from around $250,000 to over $1.3 million. Average salaries potentially from around $120,000 to over $500,000. Minimum salaries potentially from around $66,000 to over $250,000 in year one. That is a massive move. But the union wants more. A bigger cut of revenue, bigger shares, stronger guarantees. And now it turns into a street fight. Because the owner's side reportedly said the union's public characterization of the proposal is dishonest. Owners calling players dishonest. Players threatening a strike. While the league is finally trending. That's not business as usual. That's a pressure cooker. And when a league is in a pressure cooker, you get two kinds of people. You get people who want to blow the lid off. And you get people who quietly think if we blow the lid off right now, we might never get it back on. That second type is why everyone keeps circling Caitlyn Clark. Not because anyone has proof she voted no, but because her public message is the opposite of a shutdown. Her message is compromise. Her message is play. And she understands leverage differently. Leverage isn't just votes. Leverage is attention. Leverage is who drives viewership. Leverage is who sells out products in December. Leverage is who keeps casual fans coming back. Because casual fans don't stick around during labor wars. They leave. And many never come back. That's not theory. That's history. Strikes in other leagues didn't just pause seasons. They broke habits. And the WNBA cannot afford to break the habit right now. It just got the habit. So here's the question no one wants to ask out loud. Does the union actually have more leverage than the owners? Because owners can wait. Many are billionaires. Many also own NBA teams. Many have funded this league through the years. Players can't wait the same way. This is their window. This is the first time the league has felt like it's about to go mainstream. Therefore, the strike threat is nuclear. But nuclear only works if the other side is terrified to lose what you're threatening. And the one thing the league cannot afford to lose is momentum. Now back to the 3 no votes. Even if Caitlyn wasn't one of them, the reason people believe she could be is simple. She already said the thing everyone else refuses to say. Compromise. Play basketball. Keep the machine running. Because if the machine stops, the next TV deal doesn't get stronger. Sponsors don't increase spend. New fans don't deepen their loyalty. And the union could win a negotiation while losing the audience. The next big date being talked about is January 9th. Less than 3 weeks can decide the next 3 years. That date isn't just a calendar item, it's a test. A test of whether the WNBA values its future more than its pride. So here's what I'm watching. If the strike headline stays alive, fans hear uncertainty. If the owners keep calling the union dishonest, fans hear war. And if Caitlyn stays silent, people keep projecting their own story onto her. which means the tension is not going down, it's going up. One side is going to blink, and when they do, we'll find out who actually understood what was at stake. If you're still watching, drop Jan 9 in the comments.